Welcome to the 58th tutorial in Python. In today's tutorial, we'll be taking a look at a new term called composition. So let's get straight into it.
As we saw in the previous object-oriented programming tutorials, we learned that inheritance means creating a new class from an existing one. And from there, it gets all its methods and attributes. But we look at a different concept. Let's look at composition. Composition means building a class using one or more other classes as parts or helpers. Now, let's compare them side by side. Let's refresh our mind with inheritance once again. We'll just pull off a simple inheritance. Class vehicle, def start, self, print, vehicle, started. Now, we make another class which is our subclass, class car vehicle, def drive, self, print vehicle driving. Now, my car is equal to car off and my car dot start and my car dot drive. If you run the code over here, vehicle started, vehicle driving. So this is a quite usual case for inheritance. A car is a vehicle and it gets everything from the vehicle class and adds even more, which is the drive function. It makes sense to use inheritance here because the relationship is hierarchical and it's quite logical. Now, let's use composition. So let's remove this code over here and we'll take a new example of an engine. Class engine, def start, self. Move on to the next line, print engine started. Then after we do that, we just make another class which is car. But this time, we'll not use any inheritance. We'll just create a new class, but we'll declare the inheritance later down below in the code. Def init self, remove the engine part, self dot engine is equal to engine. So in this version, our car class has an engine, but it isn't really inheriting from it. It's just using it. And we'll continue the same code from last time. Def drive self dot engine dot start print car is driving. Then go back over here. My car is equal to car and my car dot drive. So if you run the code, as you can see, it once again shows us engine started and car is driving. So we are building behavior by combining classes. So this makes our code more modular and quite easy to explain and maintain too. Now, when do we know when to use what? You see, example, if you have a parent class called vehicle and we have another class called car comes under vehicle. So if the new class is a type of the base class, such in this way where a car is a type of a vehicle, then we're going to use inheritance, with vehicle being our parent class and car being our subclass. Or when you want to reuse the same behavior in a hierarchical format. For example, vehicle, car, bike, different vehicles, all coming under the hierarchy, and they're all listening to vehicle, and they're using the same behavior in a proper hierarchical format. Or when you use polymorphism. That's another concept which we'll be taking a look at sooner or later. But when do you use composition? Over here, engine is the part of a car. So when you're using certain features of a class, but not all the features, that's the time you use composition. Or when the new class uses another class, but it isn't really subordinate to it. Like over here, engine is just getting used in a car. None of them are higher. There's no hierarchical format. Or when you want to make your code flexible.
If this video helped you understand how do we use composition in Python and the difference between composition and inheritance, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button. And stay tuned for the final part of OOPS.